Hey. Oh my goodness, it has been a hot minute since I have done a live. So you guys come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Those of you that are new to me, you guys come on in, come on in. Those of you, if you are new, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who want to create more income and more impact without compromising their Christian values. I'm also a TV and radio show host. Hey. So we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. Hey, you guys. Hey. Like I said, it's been a while since I have been live. I scrolled my timeline. I'm like, oh my goodness, Bev, what's going on? What you doing? So I wanted to come on in here. I want to come on in here and have this conversation because I've been having conversations with people in Messenger. So although you guys may not see me out, in these social media streets having these conversations, I am having conversations with people behind the scenes. And so I wanted to bring a conversation that I was having with people. I wanted to bring it from out of my inbox and into into doing an actual live. So I told the young lady, to join me. So hopefully she'll be able to join us, or I told her to catch the replay. Either one is fine with me. And so you guys, that I talk to Christians. And so this is the conversation that I'm having with my Christians today. Because y'all know sometimes I'm just like, what we doing? What we doing? And why are we doing these things? Who told you to do that? Because that was not of and from God. So stop it. And so yes. Hey, Lanita. Hey. And so you guys, as you can see from the title, and you guys know me, this is something that I've had conversations with you guys about before, and I will continue to have these conversations. And so my prayer partners will let you know, one of my prayer partners is on here. And the conversation that I have with my prayer partners, and just talking to them about, how what it is that I believe in God for, and how I feel like He is calling me to be able to support other people. And I know that God has called me to work with Christian in this season, Christian coaches, and showing them how to prosper in their businesses. And so y'all really think, like, I don't know where this toe stepper thing comes from. I don't know what y'all are talking about. What? And so you guys, I wanted to have this conversation with you guys because, like I said, I feel like that is a part of how God has skilled me and gifted me and anointed me and all of that good stuff. And so, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, and you guys have heard me say this before, entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, and God has not called everyone into entrepreneurship. And so if you believe that God has called you to do this thing, then once again, you guys, there's a certain way and certain things that you have access to as an entrepreneur. And first of all, we know as a child of God, there's just certain things that we have access to as His children. And so you guys, when it comes to entrepreneurship, there are things where we can no longer say, and we can no longer make it about us. So it's just certain things in life that when you decide, when it came to being a parent, when it came to you being a spouse, like it was just certain things that were no longer about you. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, it's the same thing. It's no longer just about you and what it is that you feel and you want and all of that good stuff there. And a lot of us, we're not seeing the type of result that we want to see in our businesses because we're holding on to these stories, these things that we're saying about ourselves and to ourselves, things that God never said. He never called you shy. He never called you introverted. He never called you this, that, and the third. I mean, we say these things because, like I said, it allows for us to remain comfortable. It allows for us to stay where we are. It allows for us to continue to do what we're doing, even if it does not yield the results that we want. At least we have that to hold on to. And so, as you can see from this title, you guys, people are not going to invest in your services if they don't know that you have something for them to invest in. Period. Like, why would I say, hey, Tiffany, I think from what I saw on your post that you are a holistic life coach. Can you tell me more about your paid services? They may ask you a question based on the content that you have, but for them to come out and seek you specifically and ask you how they can pay you, If you're not showing up consistently, if you're not letting people know how you can support them, then more than likely they're not just going to walk up to you and just say that type of thing like that. And so that's what we want to keep in mind. So people are not just going to automatically do that. Just like when you're in a store, if you walk in a store and there's nothing on the shelves, there is nothing hanging on the racks or anything, like in your mind, you're like, okay, I don't think they're open for business because I don't see anything in here. I mean, I see that there's a sign outside on the door, but when I walk in here, there's nothing for me to buy. There's nothing in here for me to buy. And you guys, it's the same thing with your services. You have to let people know what it is that they can invest in. Because I say this all the time. There's only so much results, transformation. I don't even know if I even want to say transformation. I guess technically you can transform with your content, but there's only so far that they're going to be able to get from the stuff that you post, from your blog, from your lives, from the emails that you send out to your list. There's only but so far that they can go with that. And so you guys have heard me say this before, and I remember maybe this is what Toast Up came from. I don't know. But I was talking to some of my 10K intensive ladies, and and I just made the comment, hey, if what you were doing was working, you wouldn't be here. And it's not to be mean and crude and rude and all of that, because you guys know I love y'all to death. But you guys, you have to ask yourself the things that you are doing in your business, if it is not yielding the results, because you guys, at least once a quarter, you should be sitting down and reflecting on what's working and what's not working in your business. When was the last time that you sat down? I would love for you to say daily, but at least once a quarter. When was the last time you sat down in your business and you said, okay, boom, let me go back and review what I did this quarter, or boom, let me go back and review what I did this month in my business. And let me see, okay, I went live 3 times that week. Or I went live 3 times that month. Okay, what was the topic about? How did people interact and engage with that content? Okay, I emailed my list. Let me go in, because every email responder has a way for you to run reports. Let me see, what's my open rate? What's my click-through rate? What's going on with that? Like, how many times do we actually sit down and analyze what's going on in our business? But we will still do a thing because we're used and comfortable to doing the thing, so we'll continue to do it. I'm just saying. But you guys, we have, like, if you're really honest, because some of us, I'm like, stop calling yourself an entrepreneur. Stop calling yourself a business owner, because you're not running a business. You're not running you're not operating as a business owner. And Tiffany, thank you for sharing that. Tiffany said her last sit down was April 30th. Mine was yesterday. So maybe that's why I'm coming out today, because I'm like, look here, Bill. My last sit down was yesterday. I have an accountability partner that I have to check in, and legit yesterday we went in, we talked about our finances, we talked about our marketing, we went through and we analyzed everything in our business. Like I said, we rated ourselves on a scale of 1 to 10, being real and honest. And so you guys, it's the same thing. So look at what you're doing in your business. When was the last time you promoted something paid in your business? You can't go screaming and kicking and blubbering on the floor and crying out to God about him not working in your business when you're not showing up in your business. Like, what do you expect him to do if you're not doing your part? How are you going to hit that revenue goal of $2,000 a week, $5,000 a week, $10,000 a week, $50,000, whatever your revenue goal is? How are you going to hit that goal if you never talk to people about what it is as far as your paid services? How are they supposed to purchase from you? What are they supposed to do? Well, Bev, I got it out there on my website. So they're supposed to be go out there and find your website. Well, Bev, I got it over there on my business page. What are the statistics on your business page? Have you actually sat down and looked to see? Because if you have a business page, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them allows for you to pull your stats. Are you paying attention to the stats? Most of you guys don't even have that type of engagement on your business page like that. I love that, Melody. You guys, this is what I'm talking about. Some of you guys, you don't meet with other people in your business because I don't want them in my business. The real truth is, you know, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you don't want that conviction. That's what it is. I'm just saying. But you guys, especially, and this is the part that kills me, especially us as believers, our businesses are supposed to look different from the rest of the world. But if you're not even sitting down and looking at what's going on in your business, how are you having a business? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't look at my numbers. That doesn't make sense to me as an entrepreneur. What kind of sense does that make? You don't look at your numbers, huh? Where do you get that from? I'm just asking. So you guys, when it comes to promoting your services, what are you doing to promote your services? How are you promoting your coaching services? How do people know what it is that they need to do in order for them to buy from you? Hey, Ruth. So you guys, let me know in the chat, what are you currently promoting? What's a paid offer that you have? Hey, Marie, what is a paid offer that you are currently promoting? Let me know in the chat. What's a paid offer that you are currently promoting? Let me know. Let's see what's going on. And let me know what the price point is too. So those of you that are joining me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Periscope over there, let me know what the current offer is that you are promoting and what's the price point for that? What's the investment for that thing? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So as you're dropping that in the chat, those of you, if you're catching me on the replay, the same thing. Let me know what's your current offer. What's the price point? What's the investment on that? And my thing is, when it comes to promoting, Marie, look, I'm just asking, whatever it is. You guys, people need what it is that you have. People need what it is that you have. They need it. They need it. Thanks, Darlene, for letting me know. Her Raising Happy Teas. So she has her 2-day workshop. Let me know what it is that you are promoting. Let me know what the investment is as well. So you guys, once again, part of that promotion, you have to be super crystal clear on what it is that you're offering. You have to be super crystal clear on the result that person who engages with that thing, whatever the thing is, what's the result that they should be able to achieve. You have to be super crystal comfortable with the investment level. This is one thing that I talk with my clients about all the time. If you are not comfortable with what the investment is, you're not going to be able to sell it. I promise you that. I don't care how many times I get on a live and say, hey, you know, it's easier to promote a $500. I mean, it's easier it takes the same energy to promote 5,000 than it does 500. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to put this at $5,000 because that's what Bear said. But in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, well, anyone actually pay for this? Well, you know, right now, that we're in the midst of a pandemic and people, you know, jobs and all this stuff that we're saying to ourselves. If you don't feel like you are able to sell it, you're not going to be able to sell it, period. Okay. Tiffany has her 21-day small group program for $697. She has an early bird on there. Dr. Thank you so much for being honest. She said, I have allowed distractions and disappointments to keep me from grinding. I have something, but have done nothing. I've been in the same boat. I have been in the same. You guys, we have all been there. We have all been there where we allow the distractions, because my thing has always been, where are those distractions coming from? Is God the one causing the distraction? If it's not of and from God, who is it coming from? Who are you allowing to whisper in your ear? Yes, Ruth, her online visibility maximizer done for you. 4,500, 90 days, social media management, plus blog, plus guest feed. Look. And so you guys, when you hear me say it takes the same energy to promote a $500 offer as it does a $5,000 offer, this is what I mean by that. This is what I mean when I say this. So once again, those of you that have this $500 offer, you will go live 30 days, because somebody told you to go live and be visible for 30 days. So you'll go live 30 days in a row. You'll reach out to people in Messenger. You'll send emails to your list. You'll blog. You'll make sure that you have your YouTube. You will tell people about it. You will email people about it. You will ask for referrals. You will follow up with people. for a $500 offer. What do you think you need to do in order for you to promote a $5,000 offer? You do realize it's the same things, right? It's you going live and having a conversation with your people to let them know how it is that you can support them, to let them know the problems that you solve, to let them know what it is that they need to do to get access to the thing. It is you having conversations with people in Messenger. It is you sending out emails to your list. It is you asking for referrals. If you blog, it is you blogging. Some people feel like it's some type of magic bullet to sell a $5,000 offer or a $10,000 offer or shoot a $100,000 offer. And it's not a magic bullet. It is the same things that you would do to promote your $500 offer. It takes the same strategies. So why not use your energy to promote the 5,000, and I just use 5,000 as the example, but why not use your energy to promote your $1,597 offer, your $5,000 offer? I'm just scrolling through the comments, your $4,500 offer, that type of thing. Why not use the same energy to promote that thing? Why not do that? If it takes the same strategies, why not do that? Now, what is different, and this is the part, what is different, it takes a different mindset. It takes a different mindset. Well, Ben, what do you mean it takes a different mindset? Because for you to have a $5,000 offer, because this is the thing, a lot of us, like I said, you'll promote your ebook, you'll promote your $7 ebook, you'll promote the book that you wrote, or whatever book you wrote for $20. Because it's so much easier for you to ask someone for $7 and for $20. It's so much easier for you to ask someone for $97. But when it comes to you asking someone for $2,500 or asking them for $3,500 or asking them for $10,000, that's a completely different mindset shift. Only in the sense of you have to ensure, just like I said earlier, do you believe in the results that your people will get? If your ideal client gets into that program and they work the program the way that you have it laid out, will they get the results? If the answer is yes, they will get the results, why don't you stand behind what it is that you're offering? Or is it because you don't actually believe that they're going to get the results? Like, let's be real and honest about it. Which one is it actually? Well, Bev, I did. I put it out there and, I had 5 people in the group and one person got the results. So maybe look at the people that you had in the group. Did you have your ideal clients in the group or did you just have people in there because you needed to fill that group? Which one was it? Tessa, we ain't even going to get started on that right there. They won't even promote the $5 book, the $20 book. Hey. Which one is it? You guys, you have to have that belief. You guys, even I remember when it came to my offers, and we know the prayer where it says, God, help me with my unbelief. I even had to speak that over myself when it came to my offers. God, I need you to help me with my unbelief when it comes to even what it is that I have to offer. And literally sitting down. That's why I tell you guys, where are your testimonials? Your testimonials should be blasted all over the place because that's also for you. Like it shows your clients the possibilities, but it also reminds you of how God has skilled you, anointed you, created you, crafted you, all of that stuff yourself. Those are reminders for yourself as well. Because once again, if you're not careful, the enemy will get in your ear. Well, hey, you had that group and only one person in there got the results. I'm just saying, look, I mean, maybe you don't need to do that. Or hey, you tried to launch that thing and nobody bought it. I'm just saying, maybe you need to go back into the lab, that's Canva for us. Go back into the lab and tweak some things. No, get your behind out there. Look and analyze, which is what I talked about earlier. You actually going back and looking at what worked and what didn't work. Dissect it, have that conversation with the Holy Spirit. Thank you so much for sharing this. Lord, thank you for that, Bev. My mindset is shifted. I'm confronting the fear of asking for $5,000. As a pastor, it is hard for me to ask for. Thank you for sharing that, Melody. Because once again, unfortunately, that is the mindset of a lot of us as believers. Because we have in our minds that we're supposed to give things away. Hey, sis, how dare you put a price tag on something on your gifting? Nobody is telling you to go inside your church And as the members of your church, that's not what we're doing. You have to understand how to be able to make that separation. That part there. And once we shift our mindset when it comes to that our ministry, and when I say our ministry, your ministry inside the four walls of the church, it looks different. So yes, I lead the media team at my church. I'm the lead of the media team at my church. I'm not asking the people who come to serve on the media team. I'm not saying, well, hey, pay me $5,000 and I will show you how to operate this equipment. I'm not doing that. But you best believe, as a business strategist for Christian female coaches, I am going to charge you to take my classes when I show you how to do a live stream that will convert into 5 figures in your business. You best believe I'm going to charge for that. I know how to separate the two. And you guys, we have to shift that mindset. Because once again, I'm talking to 2 different people. I remember one of the people in one of my 10K groups, she said for her, when God told her the people that she's serving in her business with what she does is different from the people that she's serving in her ministry. She was like, babe, that literally set me free. And when I tell you, this woman has been flying through this 10K program because she realized, wait a minute, it's a different person that I'm speaking to. I'm providing a different type of service. I'm serving them in a different capacity. And like I said, for a lot of us, we don't go to our jobs expecting to work for free. Like I said, because you would feel like your boss was disrespecting you if he told you that he had a project for you to work on for the next 3 months and you were only going to be paid $197 to work those next 3 months. You would call that man everything but a child of God as you packing your box up and putting your purse on your shoulder. But I say, but we do that to ourselves all the time. I won't work for someone else for free, but I'll work for myself for free. And that's the part that I don't understand. So you guys, how are you going to go into business full-time yourself if you're not bringing the revenue into your business? How are you supposed to be able to do that? That doesn't make sense to me. You guys, look at these comments. You guys, I'm telling you. So this is not something, this is why I'm always encouraging you guys, if you're not in a group setting, get in a group setting so that you can have these conversations. First of all, so that you can see that you're not the only one that's struggling with this thing. And then be able to be in a space and place where, okay, now how do I work through this? What is it that I need to do to help me to shift my mindset? That type of thing. And there are tons of scriptures that you can stand on where God clearly talks to us about what it is that he desires for us. God never desired for his kids, period, to live in poverty, want, none of that. Scarcity, that was never God's plan for his children, period. You show me in the scripture where that was his plan for his kids. Show me, because evidently I'm reading the wrong Bible. So if God never intended for his children to live in lack, then why are we? Where is that coming from? If it's not from God, who is it coming from? And why are we so eager to listen and follow the devil versus what it is that God said to us and then what we have access to? The thing is, we know that the Holy Spirit is a gentleman. So he's not going to chase you down, hold you down and say, here, take this money. Here, take this prosperity. Here, take everything it is that I have for you. He's not going to do that. So that means we as his children, we have to know what it is that we have access to. And so many of us, we're not seeing the results in our business because we're trying to do things in our own flesh. We're trying to do, well, hey, I saw somebody over here and they said go live for 30 days for the visibility. Is that what the Holy Spirit told you to do? Did the Holy Spirit tell you to go live for 30 days for visibility? That's not even any strategy in that. So I know the Holy Spirit didn't tell you to do that because there's no strategy in that. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Mm-hmm. Melody, you guys, look, I really appreciate Melody being so transparent in this conversation. Thank you. And you guys, this is the thing. Where I am now is not where I was 5 years ago. And where I am now is not where I'm going to be 5 years from now. But you know what? I had to trust God in this. I had to trust God in this because I've shared with you guys the conversations that I've had with God where I told God, I'm like, God, I know I'm supposed to have this 6-figure business. God, I know I am supposed to have this 6-figure business. And when God came to me and told me multi 7 figures, I said, well, Father in heaven, when he told me I'm supposed to have a multi 7-figure business, I didn't argue with God. What I did say, okay, God, we got some work to do because the way my business is set up right now, my business is not set up right now for multi 7 figures. That was my attitude. Okay, God, there are some things that we need to do. Okay, God, what does this look like? What does a multi 7-figure business look like? What does it look like? And it is so crazy because even my prayer partner yesterday, when she was praying, I got so quiet. Like I said, I have 2 prayer partners. One is on this conversation right now. And my other prayer partner said to me, she was like, God was like, Bev, God told me to share this with you because I was at a church on Sunday. She was like, God told me to share this with you, and I forgot to share it with you yesterday. So he brought it back to my remembrance this morning. And one of the things that she said to me even yesterday was the fact was like, yeah, God is telling you, no, you're sitting on this 6 figures and he has more for you than 6 figures. I'm not about to argue with God. Okay, God keeps telling me. But the thing is, in order for me to shift into that space, the same thing, those of you that are looking to shift into your 6 figures, it's a different mindset. The people that you're surrounding yourself with, because I've shared with you guys, when I was in a group and there was literally someone that made 6 figures in a week, and I'm sitting here like, dang, we're trying to do this in a year. And these people are doing it in a week, doing it in a month. And we're sitting here with, God, just pay my mortgage. God, you just give me enough just to pay my mortgage. God is more than just to pay your mortgage, God. Why not that 6 figures, that multi 6 figures, that 7 figures, you take care of your household and take care of someone else's household? Why not be able to do that? Why not make sure that you leave something for your children's children? Why not be able to take that comes into your business and be able to open that community center, that house, that safe house? Be able to go literally across the globe and be able to speak and pour into the lives of other people. Being able to do your missions trips where you don't have to worry about your house being taken care of because you got everything going on to be able to make sure your house is in abundance, and you're able to focus outward even more. I literally have clients that tell me, Bev, I want to tithe 6 figures. So if they want to tithe 6 figures, that means that they're making 7 figures, right? I don't know of a soul who, if they had the ability as a Christian, I'm talking to my Christians right now, I'm talking to my believers right now, that if you had the ability to sow 6 figures, that you wouldn't do it. You would sow the 6 figures because you had it to be able to sow it. Just imagine, I need you guys to hear me. Imagine the lives that you would be able to impact if you were able to tithe 6 figures every year. If you were able to tithe multi 6 figures every year, what type of impact, additional impact, would you be able to have on people? And so your business is a way for you to be able to do that. But look at your business right now and do an assessment of your business right now. Are things set up in such a way right now, looking at how your systems are set up, looking at how your pricing is set up? So that 6 figures that you guys are talking about you want to make in a year, are your prices even in alignment for you to be able to do that? Do you have systems in place to allow for you to do that? Do you have help in place to allow for you to do that? Well, Ben, I can't afford it. So you sat down with God God showed you this vision for your business, and then God said, but baby girl, I know you can't afford right now to hire some support right now. Or is that you and your human thinking, your limited thinking, saying that you can't afford to hire support right now? Have you taken that request to God? Okay, God, this is the business that you have given me. What do I need to put in place? What's the automation that I need to put in place? Who are the people that I need to have on my team? Now, I'm not saying that you're going to have a full 50 person team tomorrow, but what are you doing? Are you actually sitting down and counting up the costs? Are you actually sitting down and mapping this thing out and planning this thing out? And then having this conversation as you're mapping, you and the Holy Spirit, mapping this thing out, having this conversation. Okay, God, if this is what it is that you have for me in this business, God, you see me. I'm working full time. God, I got the kids. I got the church responsibilities. I want to make sure I also have time for myself as well. God, I need support in this business to be able to do that. God, who are the people that you have, and watch who comes into your place in your space. When it comes to support, you guys, there are legit people that you can hire anywhere from $5 an hour to $500 an hour. So what are you going to do? What do you need to do? Some of you guys are on that job that you cannot stand. Shift your mindset. Shift your mindset and say, okay, God, how can I use what comes in from this job to be able to fund this dream that you gave me over here? Okay, God, I'm believing you for XYZ to come into this business, to come into this household, so that we are able to make sure that this business is supported. Some of you guys, the reason why your business looks the way it does is because you're doing too many things. You're saying yes to things that you weren't even supposed to say yes to. Now you are so busy that you don't have time to work the business that God called you to do. But you got time to work with everybody else, doing everything for everybody else. Did God even call you to support that person? Or is that you doing the thing to make yourself feel better about what it is that you're doing? I'm just asking. You need to sit down. If we're so doggone busy all the time, that's another thing I do not believe. I do not believe. Well, idle hands, what we say, idle hands is the devil's workshop. So you feel like every second of your day is supposed to be filled with doing something. That's not godly either. I'm just saying, that ain't godly either. But it makes you feel good. It makes you feel better because now you're busy. But like I said, now you're too busy to do the business that God called you to do. Something's not right with that thinking. Something is off. So when I say sit down and really analyze and evaluate what's going on in your business, it's even the things that you were doing in your business. Some of you guys, if you had support, because somebody you can't afford it, think about it. Listen to what you're saying. Start thinking thinking like a business owner. The time that you were sitting there creating stuff in Canva, loading that stuff up to your podcast, getting this thing over, scheduling to your email list and all the stuff that we do. Just imagine if you hired someone to do that while they're doing that. Now, yes, it's going to take some training up front. How about you record it in a video? Stop feeling like that's part of our issue too. We feel like our hands have to be in everything because you don't trust God. You don't trust God. How about you record a video, show people what it is that you need them to do. So regardless of who you hire, you have the training videos and stuff in place to be able to show them what it is that they need to do. Get that video transcribed. Now you have it as a video and you have it written out. Hire somebody on Fiverr to get it typed up if you want it to look pretty. I'm just saying. Now you're starting to think like a business owner, because think about it. When you were at your job, there was an onboarding process. Start creating your onboarding process now. So you have those videos where you're showing them what to do, how to do it, all of that good stuff. So while they're over there loading all that stuff up, you're now on a live talking to people about the transformation that you help people get, or you're a messenger having a conversation, or you're picking up the phone, sending emails, whatever it is that you need to do to bring money into your business on a consistent basis. So the same energy that it takes for you to promote your $500 offer, it takes the same energy to promote your $5,000 offer. So which one do you want to focus on? Go sell that $5,000 thing so you have the money to go hire the person. I'm just saying, the same person we were just talking about. don't know who to ask. Put a post out on your social media. Ask some other entrepreneur friends that you have and ask, hey, who helped you? And see what they say. I'm just asking. And so you guys, like I said, this entrepreneur thing is not for the faint of heart. God called you for a reason because he knew that you could handle it. But it takes a different mindset. We have to shift out of that worker bee mindset that we have and shift into actually being a business owner. And if you need that support, the support is out there. It is out there. But it's going to take you investing time, your energy, and money. Those are the 3 investments you're going to have to make. Now, Malika, there was no toe stepping today. There was not any toe stepping at all. There was no toe stepping, right, you guys? There was no toe stepping. And you guys, if you're in my Facebook group, Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants, if you are in this Facebook group that is on this screen, Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants, anything you need when it comes to your business is in that group, period. Actually, life and business. As a matter of fact, anything for your business, your life, your health, your relationship, your finances, everything is in that group, a group full of believers. I'm going to say this part and then I'm going to go on because I got to go eat lunch before I have my class today. But some of you guys would rather go out into the world with these people that have these big names and you don't even know if they even serve the same God that you do, but it's fine because they got a big name so I can attach my name to their name versus looking to see what's in the kingdom, who's in the kingdom, who can I kingdom to kingdom, believer to believer, supporting one another. But like I said, I would rather go out to a big name. And when I say big name, they may not be on TV, but hey, they got a group that has 20,000 people. So I'm just going to go ahead. Like I said, the stuff that they say not even in alignment with what it is that you believe, but you do it anyway. I'm just saying. It's too much skill. It's too much talent, too many resources just in the Facebook group. Well, babe, I'm not a part of the group. Go join us. Make sure you answer 3 questions, though, because we're not going to let you in if you don't. So I'm just saying. So like I said, it takes the same energy to promote your $500 offer as it does your $5,000. So where are you going to place your focus? Well, babe, I don't have a $5,000 offer. What's the offer that you have out there? Are you promoting the one you do have? Does anyone know how they can work with you? Oh, this part right here. They will, and this is the thing, Melanie, I'm going to say this and then y'all, I got to go eat lunch. They will ask you for the $20,000. You will do whatever you need to do to find that $20,000. Don't get the level of results that you were desiring. But hey, I was able to work with XYZ, whoever XYZ is. I'm not naming any names or pointing any elbows. But I was at least able to say I was in that person's program. And like I said, you found the money for it. You did what you needed to do. To find the money. But didn't get the level of results. I'm just saying. All right. So you guys, like I said, Melody, you better stop. And like I said, those programs like that, you don't get the level of support. So yeah, like I said, I can say I'm in a program with this person. It's 250 other people in this program. They have no clue what it is that I do as a coach. They don't know who I am. But it's cool though, because I was able to associate myself with that. That's a whole different vibe right there. But you guys, like I said, you want to look at what it is that you're doing. Sit down and evaluate. Don't go into quarter 3 doing the same things that you did in quarter 1 and quarter 2 that did not get you the results that you wanted. Don't go into quarter 3 doing the same thing. So what are you doing now these last couple of days of quarter 2 to prepare and get yourself ready for quarter 3? What are you going to do differently? What's going to stay the same? I asked a question in my Facebook group a week or so ago, and I just asked, how do you know if something is working in your business? Like, how do you know if it's working or not? I'm just asking. So you guys, once again, it's time out for us just going through the motions. It's time out for us just doing the thing and not even evaluating what the thing is. Like I said, we serve a very strategic God. But what's the strategy that you're using and implementing in your business? Do you have a strategy or are you just doing stuff? love Tiffany because Tiffany's been riding with me for a while. And this is not where Tiffany started off. Once again, it is a process. It is a process to get here. But some of you guys, you're not even willing to go through the journey. You're not even willing to start the journey. You want to continue to do what you're doing, getting the same results, but then trying to figure out, well, why am I not getting the results? Because you're doing the same thing that you've been doing, but expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity, right? That's the definition of insanity. You have to stop the insanity. Once again, you can't say that you want to be able to leave your job, or you want to be able to go into your business full time, or you want to go part time into your job that you have. You go out there and you promote a $2,000 offer for 2 days. Nobody buys. You say, okay, well, let me go ahead and just go to my $20 offer because that's comfortable for you. Well, babe, I did. I promoted 2 days and nobody bought. 2 whole days, huh? 2 whole days. And you think that's all it takes? Once again, if it only took 2 days, everybody would be doing it. You have to remain consistent with what it is that you are doing. Have that strategy, have that game plan, and work it every single day. Work it every single day. This is Tiffany. I'm telling you guys, I've been rolling with Tiffany for a while. So when you're ready for something different in your coaching business, reach out to me so that we can have a conversation. Let's talk about how I may be able to support. I can't help everybody, but let's have a conversation to see if I am able to support you. If I can, I'll refer you to somebody else. But you guys, I'm telling you, it's time out for us doing business as usual, the way that we're doing it, not getting the type of results, expecting that it's going to be some type of magic bullet, that if I do this one thing, everything is going to change. No. It takes you doing a series of things consistently and sticking to what it is, period. That part right there, Malika, 2 whole days. I can do something for 2 days. After that, I'm like, okay, well, maybe this one is, well, babe, the people in my community, they can't afford it. Everybody in your community is not supposed to be in your $5,000 offer, period. They're not supposed to be in your $5,000 program, period. So stop looking at the 500 people that's following you and upset because they're not investing in that. That's not even how that works. That doesn't even make sense to think that way. But you can't tell me that it's not 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people. You can't tell me that. I refuse to believe that. Because if so, you would be the only entrepreneur in this world where that would be the truth. The only entrepreneur in this world. And I just refuse to believe it. Especially knowing who we serve, I refuse to believe that. If God gave you a $5,000 offer, you mean to tell me it's not people out there to invest in it? That's not even how God operates. Like, God is a good father. Why would he give you this $5,000 offer, this $10,000 offer, this $100,000 idea, and not give you clients? That doesn't even make sense. But that's a story that you can tell and hold on to, and that allows for you to remain comfortable in your space, and allows for you to continue to promote your $20 offer or your $200 offer, or whatever it is. That's why. So continue to do that. Continue to do that. But you can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at God. You can't get mad at the people that's in your community when it's you. It is you. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Like I said, I gotta go. I gotta go eat lunch before this class. So you guys, like I said, you want to make that decision of what you want to do differently. If what you're doing now is not yielding the results that you want, it is time for you to do something different, period. So like I said, if you want to know how I can support you, reach out to me. We can have a conversation. You guys, I pray that this was helpful. I keep saying this toe step. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I received it. So you guys, I pray you have an amazing rest to your day. If you have any specific questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me. You guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the other side of this live. Take care.